We've got a bit of a problem here. I'm down in a hole, and so are these air conditioning units. And that means that when it rains, water drains this way toward the house. We don't want that. We want water to drain away from the house. Obviously, we could hire a bulldozer, scrape all this soil out, and reseed the lawn. An expensive process. We could also raise the air conditioners, put soil under them. But that's not a viable solution either, because then the soil would be so high that water could drain into the basement. What we'll do instead is the third solution. We'll put a low retaining wall in here and grade out this soil and make a sunken bed. And then we'll put a drain tile into the bed and run that water off down the hill. It's not a difficult process. We'll make it 6 feet wide and we'll roto-till this soil to soften it up and take it out easily. As you can see, I'm almost 12 inches below grades compared with over there. What we've got to do is remove enough soil here so that the bases that the air conditioners sit on are above grade. I've laid out a string so that I can have a straight guideline for my retaining wall. Now, once we've got plenty of soil taken out of the bed, we're going to start building our retaining wall. Now, we're using landscape timbers for this purpose. They're inexpensive, they're lightweight, and they're easy to work with. And once we've got it in place, we want to make sure it's level. And if it is, and it is, yes, then we're going to drill a hole through the timber and literally nail it to the soil with a piece of 15-inch rebar. That'll keep it from rocking back and forth and keep our wall solid and level. We want to drill that hole at an angle underneath the lawn. That keeps it from rocking and it keeps frost heave from pushing it out of the ground as well. With the second layer of timbers nailed firmly down, we can backfill on the lawn side of our retaining wall. And that'll cause the water to drain away from the house in that direction. We've removed enough soil here and graded the bed in such a way that water will run from the house toward this shallow trench that I've dug. The trench is to accommodate this drain tile. If you look closely, it has little slots all the way around it. That'll allow the water to get inside it. But before we put in the drain tile, we're going to lay down this weed barrier fabric. It's a woven polypropylene fabric, and we're going to carefully cover the entire soil surface with it. It'll do two things. First, it'll keep weeds from coming up in the bed. The second thing that it'll do is that it'll serve to separate the soil from the gravel that we're going to cover it with. And that way, if we walk in here on a muddy day, we won't press the gravel down into the soil. We want to do a nice, neat job of this because we're going to use this decorative white gravel to cover this black fabric with. Of course, our drain tile will fit neatly into our trench. Water will drain from the house, enter the pipe, and we'll connect the other end of it to the downspout drain tile. We've solved our drainage problem in an inexpensive way, and you can do it at your house too.